In this tutorial, let us understand what are some of the process management techniques that McKinsey uses for excellence. Going to any meeting, just ensure that you have the agenda before the meeting. You are prepared what exactly is going to be discussed. So basically it should be what is the topic of discussion, who will be presenting, what will be the supporting team to the presenter, and how much time they'll take. This will help you, especially if you are organizing the meeting, this will help you to avoid missing the important points and will also enable you to skip some of the sections that you think are not so relevant. As a leader or a manager, the McKinsey excellence process also suggests that you maintain a 4-box to-do list. So basically what it means is you will have one list of what are the tasks that you're going to do today, what are the tasks and engagements that are pending for this week, what are some of the personal tasks, okay, like booking dinner, restaurants, visa problem, etc. And what are the things that you're going to learn. So this will enable you to be in control of your work life, and even your personal life. It has often been said that one of the biggest reasons of stress is the feeling of lack of control. So any process management tool, any process management discipline like this can go a long way to help you to be in control and manage your stress levels. It is often very easy to get astray and to get lost, and we start focusing on the activities rather than on the outcomes. However, as a leader, you must have complete focus on the outcome, the consequence, and the results. Often there'll be times when you as a leader will have to bring back the discussion to the results rather than discussing how, rather than discussing why, rather than discussing what are the problems. Sure that there have been many times when you have been called to a meeting without you knowing what exactly is the meeting for, what is the purpose of the meeting, what is the expected outcome. So basically, before going to any meeting, be sure what kind of a meeting it is. So typically, there are 4 different types of meetings. Now, one is the problem solving meeting where the value added to the business is pretty high. For example, you know there is a problem at hand which needs to be solved, and for that you need to organize a meeting. So it is an important meeting, and here the complexity level is also pretty high. Okay, so here the advantage is there will be a clear outcome, a clear consequence, and a clear decision that will help us to solve that problem. Okay, then comes the next type of meeting, which is knowledge sharing and idea generation. So here the value added to the business is also very high. However, the complexity is a little low because the problems are not there. You have to be proactive and you have to generate those ideas. Okay, so a lot of discussions happen, a lot of idea sharing, a lot of brainstorming typically happens here for new prospects of idea evaluation, etc. Come up with an escalation solution and a result so that the teams are aligned. Finally, coming to the fourth type of meeting, which is an update meeting. Often these kind of update meetings can be avoided, sometimes over a mail, maybe a 15-20 minute email or a con call. However, if it is critically important and if it's a big decision that the company has taken, then such update meetings are also very important. The value added to the business is pretty low. The complexity is also low as it is typically a one-way communication. However, often there are times when you are new to a project, new to a team, or new to the company itself. There you might wonder that since I am so new, how can I actually contribute to the team? Okay, so here there are certain things that you can do so as to be sure that you are contributing to the meeting. So first is, let's say, link to the previous session. So in case you have attended the previous session, you can have some sort of a briefing, okay, that this is what we discussed. You might not be aware of the main content, but these are the 6 areas where you can contribute. So you can recap the next steps, you can raise clarifying questions, okay, you can summarize the key points on keyboards, contribute specific numbers. Now, often if you will see that the leaders are not very sure with the numbers, they don't remember the numbers that much in some cases. Now, you can add a lot of value by being swift on those numbers. You can do your work, do your research, and come to the meeting with those numbers prepared. You can also keep time, okay, For example, certain people are given certain time so as to be able to finish the meeting within the stipulated time limit. As a leader or a manager, there will be multiple occasions when you have to make a presentation. Now, while making a presentation, please try and remember that be a minimalist, which basically means try to have as less to present in the presentation. Okay, so some of the things that you could cover is you can background, what are the basic issues, the objectives. Okay, this is more of a template which you can use. So what is the background issue? What is the objective? Why are you here in a meeting? What do you want solved? What are the changes that you will bring as a consultant or as a problem solver? Okay, what are the numbers that tell the story? Numbers are often hidden but tell beautiful story if studied and analyzed really well. What are the key questions that still remain answered, that still remain to be answered? Okay, and what is the master work plan that you have or that you are suggesting? Who will be doing what by when is again one important area which will help you to solve this problem. So basically, you can remember these six stages, six steps, and depending on the problem that you have, you can choose and pick and then make your presentation accordingly.
So basically, just ensure that in the master work plan, it covers the strategy, operations, and of course the people. So it needs to be aligned.
And thanks for learning with me some of the techniques from McKinsey, especially in the fields of process excellence. There are many more such techniques which I would like to share with you. So let me know in the comments and by liking.